Hi, good morning, boys and girls. It's me, Mrs. Rojas. Thank you for tuning in to Mrs. Rojas e-learning. Now, today, boys and girls, this video is going to be for your math packet. So make sure that you have it ready. This is going to be for your days 14 through the 17th, okay? So make sure you go with me. Don't forget, boys and girls, and I forgot to mention that in my reading video, but since you're viewing the math, make sure that your parents are logging in by day. Everything that you're doing, the assignment, all really they need to do is go to the calendar and just copy here the description, the assignment, and the day you completed it. And once you complete your assignment, for them to just sign or sign off on it, okay? Just because they might be asking for this, okay, as well. Make sure you're also doing that for PE and music. So if you're doing any PE activity, music activity, listening to music or things like that, following Mr. Garza on the Facebook Travis page as well. He's also putting assignments there for you. And I think they included stuff in your packet, so make sure that you're following that, okay? All right, so for today, we're doing the Tuesday. Remember, we're doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I will tell you what day so you can pause and then just continue the next day, okay? It's all going to be on the same video. So for today, you're working on page 10 and 11, and then you're doing one choice board activity. One choice board activity a day, okay? All right, so let's go to page 10. So here is page 10, and then we're doing the back 11 for Tuesday, okay? And I marked mine T and T on the top just so you know, and you know when to stop, okay? All right, so I'm gonna read with you, and then you're going to be the one answering, solving. I'm not going to give you the answers. That is what you're gonna do, okay? I'm just gonna guide you a little bit and make sure you understand your steps, okay? All right, boys and girls, so let's go here. It says, Josie wants to buy notebook paper from the school store. She digs into her purse to find all her change. She has the coins shown below. So first step you should always do, boys and girls, is make sure that you're doing your cubes. But also, boys and girls, make sure when it comes to money that you do your strategies for your money. In case you forgot, remember, 1 cent has a freckle. 5 cents has a hair. You count that by 5. 10 cents, that's a dime. 2 hairs, 5 and 10. And then you have your 25 cents, has 5 hairs. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then you're just counting by 5s, right? When you're totaling everything up, don't forget you leave this ones to the end, the ones with the penny, because you start counting by 1s after that, okay? All right, so your first steps, guys, is make sure you identify your coins. I'm going to help you do that. So here we have a quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's right here. Dimes, 2 hairs, 2 hairs. Quarter again. 5. Nickel, nickel. Value of 5 cents, which is this one. Nickel. Here you have a penny, and it tells you right there 1 cent. So it's a freckle. This one's a hair, nickel. A dime, 10 cents. And then another quarter, 25. Okay? So go ahead and start counting all of the hairs by 5s. Total them up. And then don't forget, when you get to the penny, start counting by 1 like if you were on a number line. Okay? So now your question is, how much change does Josie have in her purse? All right? Go ahead and start counting and find your answer. Number 2. A group of happy faces is shown below. So here's your group, boys and girls. Which statement is true about the group of happy faces? So pretty much you're looking for the answer that's actually describing your fraction, because this is going to be a fraction representation. So your first step, boys and girls, is making sure that you count your total. So don't forget how many pieces you have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So make sure your total goes where? Below. Okay? Now, which one is colored? How many are colored? Okay, which would be your unit fraction, represented on the top. And then looking at your answer choices, which one is true? F. The unit fraction 1 out of 5 represents the shaded part because the group has 5 equal parts. Okay? G. The fraction 5 out of 6 or 5/6 represents a shaded part because the group has 6 equal parts and 5 equal parts are not shaded. H, unit fraction 1 out of 6 or 1/6 represents a shaded part of the group because the group has 6 equal parts and 1 equal part is shaded. Or J, none of these are true. So I'm going to hint you there. One of them is true. You need to look for the correct one. Okay? All right, go ahead and mark your answer. And I kind of helped you a little bit, so that's already giving you lots of hints. Okay, turn it to the back. And this is your last question for today, for Tuesday. And your last one says, Sue arranged some colored tiles in a pattern shown below. Okay, what is the number of tiles in Sue's pattern? So right away by seeing this, boys and girls, it looks like what? If you say it looks like an array, yay, good job. So remember array, we think what? We're thinking multiplication. So count your rows and count your columns. Number them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right away, multiplication fact would be what? 4 times 6. What do you get? And you can also go in there and just count them all. Okay? Find your answer choice. All right. So this is your Tuesday. After that, boys and girls, you're going to go to your choice board. And I took out my choice board here. So your choice board activity. Okay? So if you've already completed several from the week before, now you're going to go to the ones you have left over and pick one activity to do. Okay? So remember, you're using these little cards to answer. And then you're actually marking your answers on that choice board activity answer page, okay? Which is going to be here, the answer sheet. So pick one to do and put in the number that you're doing. And then go ahead and answer for your choice board activity, okay? All right, that is it for Tuesday. I will be back to do your Wednesday. Hi, boys and girls, welcome back. This is your Wednesday lesson, okay? So for Wednesday on your calendar, you're doing page 12 through 13 and then one choice board activity. So go look for page 12 and 13. I had already marked mine just so that way I know, keeps me organized. So I put Wednesday, W, and in the back page of it, I put Wednesday for number 13. Okay, so let's do page 12. Okay. Oops, just fell. All right, number 1. It says, which figure has exactly 2/3 shaded? Okay, if you're looking at those fractions right away, you're kind of thinking, none of them have 3 parts, right? You're right, none of them do have 3 parts, but there are the fractions that do compare that will give you the 2/3, which means that one of these, it's the same, okay, as a 2/3 fraction representation. Okay, I'm going to help you because this one's the one that's a little challenging. Okay, so we're thinking a number line here, and I know we did it in class. So letter A, how many parts do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I were to draw a number line just like this, I were to do that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, and that's my 4. 1, 2, 3, that's my 4th part, right? That's 4 parts. So that's showing me that how many are shaded here? 2. 1, 2. So this fraction right here, 2 out of 4, is showing me right here on my number line. Now, 2/3. Would my number line of 2/3 match the same as my 2/4? So if I were to cut this into 3 parts, that's 1, 2, and this is my 3rd part. Okay? If I were to mark 2/3, 1, 2, does these 2 match? Are they even? It's not the same. So I know right away that A would not be the same as 2/3. My 2/4 and 2/3 here does not represent the same thing. Okay? It's not equal. All right? So that's what we're going to do. Okay? So now, you know what? I'm going to leave. No, I should have left the other one. Okay, that's okay. We'll do it step by step. B. This one's showing you the same thing that we just did, okay? So does that one match? This one is showing you how many parts shaded out of how many total. So this one's showing you 4 and 2 are shaded. This one showed you the same thing. Does the 2/4 match the 2/3 that we just did? We said what? Okay? And C, now this is a different fraction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. And how many are shaded? 4. So now you can draw your number line. I'm doing 2 number lines, remember, because they have to match. So I'm going to do the 2/3 first, okay? Because that one, it'll be easier for it to just stay up there. And this one marks 2/3, right? So now I need to show 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? So now I'm going to mark 4 out of 6. Right here, that represents 4 out of 6. Now you tell me, does 2/3 match 4 out of 6? Are they even? Okay? Are they equal? If you think so, mark your answer. Okay? And now D, boys and girls, come on. You already see how many parts? 4 equal parts. Sorry, because my expo's running out. 4 equal parts. How many are shaded? 2. So are these all 3 the same? Okay? That should already hint you there. But I want you to be able to understand it this way. Draw it out as a number line. That will help you. Okay? All right. Mark your answer for that one. You can always go back, boys and girls, and rewind my video in case you miss any steps. You can always pause it, go back, rewind, forward it. It's up to you. Number 2, you can make 4 game boards, okay, 4 game boards with 1 sheet of poster board. So let's pretend all of this number line is the poster board, okay? The model shows how many game boards can be made with 5 sheets of poster boards, okay? Which of the following is represented by the model? Okay, first of all, boys and girls, we've done this. This helps you also when you're doing how to solve a multiplication problem. This is a way to set it up as well using a number line, okay? Remember these, we always think about a hop, okay? A frog can leap how many times? You have to count those leaps. So this is what we did here. So count 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is my total of jumps. 5 right here represents the 5 sheets of the poster board, okay? Now, look at your first hop. Where did it stop? Where was the first one? Goes all the way up. Here's my first point, okay? Then my second point went to the 8. Then it went to the 12, 16, and then it wound up at the end on a 20. So that's what we need to think about. Where did it start? It started where? On the 4. How many times did it jump? And you see my keyword that I just used there, times? What? 5. Where did it end up in as your total? That's the end point. That'll be your answer. So which one matches that equation? Okay? This is how you solve for a multiplication problem using a number line, but this helps you read it and it helps you understand what those numbers mean. Okay? Always, where does it stop? The first hop. How many hops did it make? That's what you're multiplying by. And where did it end? That's your product. Okay? All right. Let's go to the last one. Number 3. The last one for Wednesday right here, guys. So it says here, I'm already seeing this, and I'm already seeing my question. Jerisa used a rectangle and a square to make the figure. So rectangle right here, that's my whole rectangle, and then the bottom is my square, okay? So it's 2 different parts. What is the perimeter of Jerisa's figure? So perimeter, boys and girls, right away, when we see perimeter, we're thinking, and it's not area. Our area means array. Perimeter means plus, right? The P in perimeter, plus. So you know you need to add all around, okay, on the outside, not the inside. Inside is array. That's why we multiply. Here we are adding. So perimeter. So here you're going to set it up. So 21. That means on this opposite side of my rectangle, it should be what? 21 The sides, 4. What's missing on this side? 4. So 4 and 4. So that's 1. Solve it. Okay? Now go down to your square. Now my square has 9, 9. Oh, so does that mean that it's 9 all the way across my square? 9 here, 9 here, 9 here, and 9 here. So 9, I can say 9 times 4, or 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, since we're adding all of that. And get your total. Now I want you to think about it here. Are you done? What do you need to do next? You need to what? You will add both of those totals when you get them together. Okay? Your answer will be there. So make sure you add correctly. Okay? All right. Go ahead and solve. Okay, that is it for your Wednesday. You are going to now do a choice board activity right here. Remember, you're using these numbers to help you answer your choice board activity. And when you're done solving what it says, remember, you're using your math activity answer sheet to put your answers here. Okay? All right, guys, I will be back with you Thursday. Okay, welcome back, boys and girls. This is your Thursday, which is the 16th. Today you are doing your calendar, page 14 and 15, and after you're done, you're going to do a choice board activity. So let's go to page 14 in your math. Okay? All right, boys and girls, so let's get started. So it says Lola plans to make 4 brownies for each person at her slumber party. Which table represents the number of brownies needed if 2 people, 4 people, and 8 people are at the slumber party? Okay, so right away, boys and girls, cubes, okay, which is your strategies when you're solving, problem solving, right? So C, circle your numbers. Circle numbers 2, 4, 8. Remember, some of these numbers might be extra information, okay? We're actually looking at the tables here to be able to solve, okay? So underlining my question. So which table represents the number of brownies needed by those at the slumber party? B, boxing keywords. So Lola plans to make 4 brownies for each person. Each is a keyword, okay? At her slumber party, which table represents the number of brownies needed if 2 people, 4 people, or 8 people are at the slumber party? Okay, so that's part of my question. E, we're going to evaluate. Show it in a picture form if you need to. But in this case, we really don't need to do that because we're actually looking at every table to find the correct answer. And then S, to solve. We're going to solve by using some of this information that we just boxed in or circled. Okay, so now, boys and girls, just so you make sense of what it is, you have 2, 4, 8 people, right? So look at your tables here. 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 8. Okay, so that's it. We're not using those numbers anymore. That is done, right? So I don't need that. It's there. Now, it says brownies needed. So for 2 people, I need 6 brownies. For 4 people, I need 8. For 8 people, I need 16. Okay, in order for me to find out if that's correct, well, what do I need to do with that number? The number 4 brownies for each person. This means that if I have 2 people here, okay, these are my people, and I'm going to give them each 4 brownies, each, okay? It means I'm multiplying. I'm going to give this person 1 brownie. Brownies are squares, right? Brownie, and a brownie, and that means I need to give this other person a brownie, and another brownie. So that's how many total brownies that I have to give for my 2 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right away. Okay? So here we're looking for a pattern also. So now let's say I have 4 people. So you can draw it out. Remember, we did this a few days ago. Now I have 4 people. We can do the drawing out, right? And I'm going to give them each 4 brownies. What would be my total of brownies that I have? El total, my total. Okay? And I keep going to 8 people. And I'm drawing it out just so you can see. 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm giving them 4 brownies each. And then what do I get as my total here? for each of them and get a total. So I know that these are my brownies that I need for each of those, okay? Which one shows me that correctly? Another way to see it is you will multiply 4 by every one of those numbers times 4 times 4, and you need to solve whether or not the answer on the opposite side is correct, which means 2 times 4, does that give me 6? 4 times 4, does that give me 8? 8 times 4, does that give me 16? Okay, that's what you need to do to solve this problem. 2 times 4, does that give me 8? 2 times 4, does that give me 16? And 8 times 4, does that give me 32? Go to B. 2 times 4, does that give me 10? 4 times 4, does that give me 22? And 8 times 4, does that give me 36? And D. 2 times 4, does that give me 6? 4 times 4, does that give me 14? 8 times 4, does that give me 36? You need to look for the one that has the correct products. Okay? Solve. Number 2. A third grade class is using fraction strips, right here, to represent the distance they live from school. Colin lives 5-6 miles from school. How many equal parts of this fraction strip should Colin shade to represent? So all you need to do is color in the number that's going to show me 5 shaded out of 6 parts. So I know that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many do I need shaded? Go ahead and color it in. How many did you shade in? Mark your answer. Okay? And my last one is 3. Okay, so for this one, it's a table. It looks like a lot, but it's not. So here, what you're needing to do is the graph below shows the number of holiday packages Becca wrapped for the store customers of 5 days. Which table best represents the information in the graph? So this information that you see here in the graph, you need to be able to match it down here. So all you're doing is where the point stops. So here on Tuesday, it stopped right here in this line. But I need to fill in the lines that are in the middle that are blank. So I need to figure out my pattern first in order for me to know how much more I need to count. So I start off with 12, 0, then there's a line, and then there's a 12, and then there's a line empty, then it goes to 24. So from 12 to 24, how many times did they go up? So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So they went up by 12. Half of 12 is what? So if they went up plus 12, half of that is 6, okay? So I know that every line in the middle is going to be going by 6. You're going to add 6 on, okay? So your lines right now should be 0. Then you start off with half of the 12, which was what? 6. Then you go to 12. You add on 6 more, which is 18. 18, you go to 24. 24, you add 6 more, that's 30. 36, add 6 more, 42, 48, 54, 60, 66, and 72. So I found my pattern. My pattern here was 12. That's how many times they counted up. Okay, and in between was the 6 because that was half. So now match it. Tuesday, where did it stop? What number? 54. Wednesday, where did it stop? 30. Thursday, where did it stop? 72. Friday, 42. And Saturday, 66. So which one shows you that information correctly? Mark your answer. When you are done, boys and girls, with this one, you will now go to your choice board activity. Pick one activity to do, one that you have not done. Remember, because you're kind of already filling in that table right there. And then don't forget to go to your activity answer to finish one and answer it here. Okay? And that is it for your Thursday. We'll be back for Friday. Thank you. Okay, welcome back, boys and girls. This is your Friday on your calendar. You're working on page 16 and then one choice board activity at the end, okay? All right, so go to page 16. That's your last page for this week for Friday. Okay. And the reason I'm covering everything in one video is because these are short. You're not doing a whole lot. You're not working hours on math or reading. You're doing a few answers, questions, and then you're solving and a choice board activity, okay? All right, so for this one, page 16, it says, Jenna made popcorn balls to sell at the school carnival. She made 6 bags of popcorn. Remember, boys and girls, right away, you're problem solving, so cute. She made 6 popcorn bags of popcorn balls. Each bag contained 8 popcorn balls. How many popcorn balls did Jen make to sell at the carnival? Record your answer, fill in the bubbles on the grid. Be sure to use the correct place value. Okay, so let's go back. See, circle the numbers. Any numbers you see in that question, okay? You underline the question. It says, how many popcorn balls did Jen make to sell at the carnival? Good. B, box in words. Jen made popcorn balls to sell at the school carnival. Do you need anything from there? Any keywords? She made 6 bags, okay, of popcorn balls. Okay, each bag contained, which means it has 8 popcorn balls, okay? Good. And then E, evaluate, examine. So this is E. This is where you can draw out a picture or set up an equation, okay? And then S means to solve. Okay, so if I were to go back and reread that, so she made popcorn balls to sell at the carnival. She made 6 bags. So right away, 6 bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 bags. And then it says each bag contained 8 balls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And do that for each bag. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they each have 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, and 8. Okay? What would be your total that you have? Okay? Go ahead and answer that, count it. And don't forget, boys and girls, don't forget what this griddable means. Don't forget you're supposed to do H, T, O, and then fill in the numbers where they go and then bubble in. Okay? All right. Number 2. The figure shown below is composed of 2 rectangles. So this is one rectangle. That's why you see this broken line here. And this is your second rectangle. Which equation represents the area, right away, area of the composite figure shown above? Okay, so area, right away, area means what, boys and girls? Area means array. When we think of array, we know we are multiplying. Okay, so don't let this one trick you. Okay, so you're going to solve for this rectangle and then for this rectangle. So it's already split for you here. So solve for this one and solve for that one. So if I'm multiplying, I'm only multiplying those numbers that are on the outside. So I'm multiplying what? 9 times 3. What does that give me? That means you're counting 9 3 times. Okay, because you can look at it as a repeated addition, right? And it's the same thing. And then this one, 18 times 6. 18 times 6. That means you're counting 18 6 times. So you could do 18 plus 18 plus 18, and you keep going 6 times. That's up to you. It's a long time. Okay, so go ahead and solve for that one. Get your total here and your total. When you're done, what do you need to do to those totals? You will add them up. Okay, when you get both totals. All right, and go ahead and figure what the answer is for those. Okay. And that is it. There's no third problem. Now you will go to your activity choice board, use your cards, do one activity from here, and don't forget, while you're doing that, you will solve on this page to show your answer. Okay, don't forget to put the number that you're doing and then show your answers. Okay, all right, boys and girls, that ends our video for our math. That is for the entire week. You can choose to pause by day or just go through it, do a few a day. It's up to you. Okay, go ahead and have fun with your choice boards. Please, I hope that you had a great Easter. I hope that you're staying safe. And I will tune in with you for next week's lessons. And that's going to be your new package that you should have picked up at school. You'll be picking those up soon. And we'll tell you when. You'll collect your package number 3. Okay? All right, boys and girls, stay safe. Bye.